Good afternoon, everybody. Let's wait for 2 minutes, okay, so that everybody will join the class. Will everyone joined? If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask from me. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Okay, today we are gonna discuss about the action tags and some examples on that. Okay, from how dynamically we can navigate the user by the interaction of the user input. Okay, yesterday, 1 second, I will share my screen. I'm audible, right? I'm squaring the screen. Is the screen visible to everybody? And my voice is clear? Just give me thumbs up. Okay, so yeah, thanks. Go to Eclipse. Oh shit, man. Action. Switch workspace. Sorry. Yesterday we have seen some small examples on the form. Okay, how we are taking the data of the user and in which methods we are sending that data to the processing page to the server, and where we are writing our logic code and we are displaying the output to the user. Okay, today we are using the same form, and we do some examples on the action tags. Actually, what is action tags? means when our logic in our backend, we are writing the logics, right? Okay, in our logic, if the logics successfully executed, means if the logic satisfies, it will dynamically guide the user to go to the result page, or else it will be in the same in the previous page in the login. For example, if we are logging, okay, if we are in the login page, when we enter email and password, it in the back end it will check the user email and the password is correct. It will send us to the home page, or else it will be redirect to the same login page. So for the navigation purposes, dynamically we use the action tags. Okay, we use the action tags. Those are JSP forward and one is JSP include. We use a forward tag, it's a request, okay, to the another resource. We will send the user to another page. This include is it includes that another resource page in its same page. Okay, I will explain it thoroughly by taking one example, and I will show you how we are going to use that forward and include action tags. Okay, so everybody in the class, 7 members. Okay, yeah, see, uh, for example, and okay, I'm creating a new project now. Just I will clear all those will clear. Okay, I'm creating the new file, new project, dynamic web project, and I'm giving the example as action project. Okay, we are action project. Next, and I'm checkboxing the generate web.xml deployment descriptor and clicking finish. Okay, under the action project, now I'm gonna create a new file under the web app. Okay, that is an index file. Okay, index dot JSP. Okay, this is our welcome page. When we run this project, action project, we will by default it will open the index.jsp page, because in our web.inf we have web.xml. Okay, in our web.xml we have welcome file as index.jsp. So here we are taking the title as an action tags, and mm, here I'm taking the one header name as login for Java internship. Okay, I'm taking the and I'm taking two anchor tags. One is for login and another one for registration. Okay, that they have said try once with the registration. If you guys try it, it's good, or else you can see here. Okay, what I have taken here, I have taken the one header file login for Java internship, or else we can write as register for Java internship. Okay, one is login. So for that, we are gonna create another page and a new JSP file as login.jsp. Okay, click on finish. This is a login page, and I am giving that login page address in the login anchor tag, means login.jsp. Okay, everybody understood, right? I am creating and taking one anchor tag here for the login page, and I'm creating another login file. Okay, I'm giving that address in our index file in a anchor tag h reference. Same repeats for registration also. So we need to create one new file name it as registration. Okay, registration, where we are creating all these files in our web app. Okay, so I will give the address in our H reference as registration JSP. Okay, and I'm saving it. Okay, in our login page here, login page. Okay, I am taking here header in our login page. Okay, in our login page, taking as login. Okay, and here I am. What we need to do in our login page, we need to take the user details and we need to check whether he is in our database or not. Okay, here I am writing, have taken the header, and to take the user details like user data, we need to use the form tag. Okay, explain right. In a form tag, we are going to use the two attributes named as action and one is method. Okay, close the form tag. Okay, first we need to take the label what the user want to enter. So here I'm entering enter the email. After the label I'm taking one break. Okay, and I'm here I am taking the input tag. While he is entering the email, we need to take the type it as email. So it will check it is whether it's he is entering the email or he is entering the only user name. Okay, we are taking the type as email and I'm giving the name as email. And if you want to take the placeholder attribute also, you can take, and we can give here enter email double quotes. Okay, and finally I'm taking the required attribute. Okay, and after that I'm taking the break tag, and next I am gonna take as a label. Okay, here I'm gonna take enter password. After the label I am taking the break tag. Next, taking the input tag to enter the data, to take the data from the user. And here we are taking the password, right? We can use the type of password. Okay, and I'm taking the name as EWD, and I'm taking the placeholder attribute also. Here we can type it as enter password. Finally I'm taking the required attribute and I'm gonna enter the tag, and I'm taking the BR tag. Okay, now we have completed what user want to enters and we are given the input boxes. After entering the email and password, he need to submit, right? So we are taking the submit input tag to tag in the tag, and I'm taking the type as submit. Okay, submit tag to submit the form. Okay, and I'm taking the value to represent the button as login. Okay, and I'm taking the value as a login. When he click on the login page, it will search for the action attribute and it search for the next page. So here we are taking the data of the user and we need to send that data to the server to process the data of what the user has entered. To process the data, we need to create another page, and I'm creating a new page, new file, JSP file, and here I am taking the name as login action JSP. Okay, and click enter. Go to the login page and give the action where the data needs to send. So login action dot JSP. Okay, JSP, and I need to send the data in the post method because those are the user credentials, so it is in a sensitive data, so we need to send the data in the post method only. And in the login page here, this is I'm taking the login action or login process. Here we need to retrieve the data, whatever the data the user has entered in the login page. So to retrieve the data, we need to use the scriptlets. We need to use the request body parameters. Okay, here in our login page, the user is entering his email and the password. So both are in the string format only, so we don't need to pass any type because those are all already in the string. So I am taking the string one email equals to, by using the request body parameter like request dot get parameter of input name. What is the input name in our login email? It is email. Okay, email double quotes closing. Same for the password. String password equals to request dot get parameter of what I have given in the login page. I have taken the name as PWD CEO. I have the name PWD. So in our double quotes, I'm giving the PW and semicolon. Okay, now we retrieve the data what the user has entered, and it was in the email and it was in the password variables. Okay, so here we need to check whether the user entered email and password are correct. If the email and password is correct, so he needs to go to the home page of our internship page. If not, he needs to redirect to the same login page by sending the message your user credentials are invalid. So how we are going to do that means we are going to use the if conditions. By using the if conditions and also by using the action tags, we will write that. Okay, and here see, I am taking the if condition as, see, email. Okay, if email, since it is in a string, we are going to use the equals method. Okay, equals ignore case is also okay. Equals goes, I am statically giving some random email nana. Okay, like admin or some radha at the rate gmail.com. Now I am giving some random email to check here. If not, we are going to use the database. In upcoming classes, I think from Monday, we are going to start the database connectivity, or we are going to integrate our database with our Eclipse, with our projects. So from that, it will be easy. But for now, I'm just taking some random email and I'm checking that. Okay, if email.ignores equals ignores rather at the rate gmail.com and password dot equals ignores case like a root. Okay, okay, you can use equals ignore case, or else you can simply use equals. Okay, you can use either both of those. but here it will just ignore the any case differences, like it will be second. So okay, I'm using same. Okay, equals if the email the user enter email is equals to radha@gmail.com and the password is equals to root, then it will goes to this block of code, or else it will go to the same. It has to be go to the login page with the message to the user. Okay, here we are gonna use our action tags in the JSP. So the action tag JSP, this is the code of Java, right? Okay. To use that JSP action tags, we need to end the Java code by using the scriptlet end tag. Okay. And this is the Java code. So we need to write this code in the embedded code. Okay. See. We have encoded all our Java code in the scriptlet tags. This is also we have encoded between the scriptlet tags. Okay, in between the scriptlet tags, this ending and this opening tag, we need to write the JSP forward tag, because it comes under JSP element, like HTML JSP element. For the JSP elements, for the Java code, we need to separate both these codes by using our scriptlet tags. Where here we have opened our scriptlet tags and I'm closing the scriptlet tag here. And again, I'm opening the scriptlet tag due to our Java code and I'm closing that scriptlet tag here. Okay. Here I have taken one of our action tag. It is forward tag. Here this forward tag, it will use the request to another source. Okay, if their email is equals to this address and the password is equals to root, then it will send the user to the another page, the page where we here we write a page address as, okay, like home page.jsp and saving it. Okay, but here we didn't have the home page, so we need to create one home page JSP file, home page.jsp. Okay, here I am taking the title as the home page and I'm giving the header as welcome to Java Internship class. Okay, this is a home page when the user enters the details correctly. Okay, here I am sending him to the home page. If the user enters the wrong details or invalid credentials, he need to goes to same login page. So with the message, okay, with the message. So here I am gonna take the scriptlet tag again. Here I have opened my scriptlet tag and I am closing that scriptlet tag, and I'm for this bracket is also the Java code, right? So I'm opening the tag. In between the closing tag and opening tag, we need to use our JSP include action tag. Okay, JSP include action tag. Here I am giving the address of the page where he needs to include that login page. So here I am giving the login page address in the login page.jsp. So I have said earlier, right, we need to send him to the login page with a message where he has entered the wrong credentials. To display the data to the user, we are using out.println, and I am entering in the double quotes invalid login credentials invalid login credentials. Please try again. Okay, understand everybody? Okay, I'm doing simple things. Just see. Here, I think you will get confused. Just don't confuse. We are encoding our Java code in between the scriptlet tags, and we are writing the Java JSP code separately. Okay. Here also we are encoding our Java code in between the scriptlet tags, and I'm closing the scriptlet tag and I'm writing my JSP action tag here. Again, when I am writing my Java code, I have opened my scriptlet tags and I closed it. Okay, wherever we use our Java code, we need to write it in between our scriptlet tags itself. So I am ending here, and again after our action element, okay, I am again opening the scriptlet tag. So don't get confused, just see carefully and try it once with by taking some examples, so you will practice more. Okay, see, in our login page, when the user enters email and password, when he submits login button, it will goes to login action page. It will comes to here. Here we are retrieving the data, whatever the data as entered by the user. What it is, email and the password. I am just statically giving some random email here and random password. So it will check if the email dot equals to radha@gmail.com and the password is equals to root, it will directly goes to the home page. So forward action element, it gives total complete control to the home page, but the include, it will include these. Okay, it will include login page. Whatever this code is in the login page, it will be included in the login action page itself. So it will be just, it will show the user to log in again with the same, with the message we have given it here. Out.println, we have given the message, right? Invalid login credentials. Please try again. So it will show to the user. Okay. See, once we will check that. Okay. Okay, I need to run this project, right? So I am gonna run this project like clicking on when I click on project name, right click on that, run as server, run on server. I am selecting my server and click on finish. Okay, see, here we have our header, register for Java internship. No, see, in our registration page we didn't written anything, so it's showing empty. When we go to the login page, see, we are in the login page. Okay, here it's saying enter the email and enter the password and click on login button. Okay, here I'm entering some random root. Okay, and here I'm entering the same root password. Okay, see, here we have used the password type, so it is showing in a encrypted format. Okay, see, when I click on login button, it's showing please include an @ in the email address. Okay, root is missing an @ symbol. Why? Because in the login page we have used the type of the input as email, so it will definitely show the error. So okay, root@gmail.com. Okay, root@gmail.com. Here, any random Gmail address, it's okay. It's not validate whether your Gmail address uh, is correct or not. Like in some random apps, it will check, right, to give the valid email address, but here it didn't check anything. Okay, just simply click on the login button. Login button. See, I just simply click on the login button here in the backend process. it's going and it's checking the data whether he has entered the right details or not, because in our login action we have given the email as radha@gmail.com and the root. Okay, if the email satisfies, but the if the user data satisfies that both conditions only, it will go to the home page, or else it will be the login action page. See, it is showing here login action page, but this code is in our login page. So in the login action page, here we have used the JSP action include action tag, and it will include the login.jsp page in the login action code. So that's the reason here we are getting the address as a login action.jsp page, but the code is from login.jsp page. It includes the content from the another page at the runtime itself. Okay, and again we will get the message here. Okay, here again we can log in from here, radha@gmail.com, and the path I'm giving the password as root. Okay, and when I click on the login button, see here we are in our home page, and it's showing the same action login action page because we have entered that address in the login action where we have used the include action tag. But when we go back to our index page, see, I'm refreshing it, and when I'm clicking on our login page, here I'm giving the radha@gmail.com, and I'm giving the password as root, and I have submit my submission. Okay, here, welcome to the Java internship class. Okay, and one more thing I need to say here. See here, I have entered the same, so it's going to the home page. When I want to print the message in the forward, print ln of login successfully. See, I need to print this message when he correctly enters the email and the password. Okay, I'm going back and I'm just refreshing it. See here, I'm giving my Gmail address. I'm giving the root. Okay, and I click on login page. See, here I have entered the correct details of the user. I had entered into the home page, but I didn't get the message because this forward action tag element, it will just directly sends to the home page without any messages. If you have written also, if you have written the message here also, it will not carry any details to the next page. Okay, wherever the destination the page it has, it will just simply go to there and execute the code what is there in the home page. Okay, for the message, if you want to send the message to the user and you need to directly dynamically send the user to the another page, so you need to use always JSP include page to send the message to the user. Okay, is everybody okay with this? Or else if you have any doubts just for this what I said today. Okay. See, I am repeating just once again. I have just created one index page. I create taken one new project, and I have given the link for the login of our Java internship. Okay, and I have taken one page address where we need to enter the details to login. Here I have taken the form to take the data from the user, and I have taken the two inputs. One is for email and one is for password. I have taken the labels for the representation to the user, and one more input to submit the form. Okay, to submit the form. When he submits, it will goes to the login page. Here we are retrieving the data by using request.get parameter, like request body parameters. Okay, request.get parameter, it is a input name where we have given the name to our input. This is the name of our input, right? Email. So I am taking that email and I am retrieving the data the user has entered in the form. Okay, I'm storing it in a string variable name, call it as email. Okay, and I'm saying I'm doing the same thing for the password also. This is a password input name. Okay, here password, and this is the name of that password input, pwd, and here pwd is the name of that input, and I am getting the data and I'm storing that in the string format, password. Okay, here I'm using simple if condition, that is nothing but here in this email the we have the user entered email. Okay, here it is an email. I'm checking whether the user entered email is equals to radha@gmail.com or not. If it is equals, and the password here is there, right, and the password also is equals to root. Here the and is nothing but when the email and the password both are correct only, then only it will go to the home page. If any one is correct and one is wrong, it didn't goes to home page, it's directly goes to the else page. Okay, here we have used the message for login successfully, but it will not show or it will not display it to the user because here we have used a JSP forward page. It will completely transfers to the home page without any messages. But in the case of include, it will display the message to the user and it will include the login.jsp code in the action page itself. Okay, understand everybody? Just let me know. Okay, then I need all of you guys to take some programs for the Saturdays. Okay, just create a new project. Okay, some random project, and there you need to you need to create one index file. Okay, one I will write it in our chat box. Create a project. Create a project where you have to check the number is prime or not. Okay, create a project where you have to check the number is prime or not, and based on the number the user has entered, if it is prime, it has to redirect to one page and you have to show the number as the prime. If it is not prime, it has to display the message you have entered number is not prime. It has to show the same page where the user needs to enter the data. Okay, I will show one example now, like not the same prime example, but I will take one Armstrong number. So let's try now, like see here I'm taking another anchor tag and I am writing here, check the number is Armstrong or not. Okay. Here I'm giving the address, H reference, hypertext reference, and here I'm taking Armstrong.jsp. So you need to do same what I am doing today. See, I created one project in our index page. I'm taking one link, anchor link, check the number is Armstrong or not. So you need to do same like check the number is prime or not. So you need to take one address of a new file where it has to create. I'm creating Armstrong. So you need to create the prime. Okay, here I have the Armstrong file. Here I have the index page and saving. When the user click on this, check the number is Armstrong, it will redirect to the Armstrong page. Okay, when you do that, it has to go to the prime.jsp. Here and check it as Armstrong. Okay, here I have to take the input from the user. He need to enter the number. Okay. For that, I am using the form tag. Okay. Form tag and one label. Okay. The enter the number, and I'm taking one input. Okay. The input I am taking the type as we are entering the number, right? So I'm taking the number and I'm giving the name as num1. Okay, and I'm taking the attribute required attribute and placeholder. Okay, placeholder, enter number to check. Okay, and in the form I'm giving the action attribute and I'm giving the method as host, and here we have taken one input and I'm taking another input to submit the form, and the type is submit, and I'm taking the value as checked. Okay, taking the value as checked. When the user enters the data and when you click on this check, you need to go to another page where you need to check the number is Armstrong or not. So we need to write Armstrong logic there. Okay, and I'm taking one JSP file. Here I'm taking the name as do Armstrong.jsp. Here do Armstrong, and then taking the title as a logic and strong. Okay, everybody know right what is Armstrong number? Armstrong is nothing but, see, 153. Okay, this is a number where 1 to the power of 3 plus 5 to the power of 3 plus 3 to the power of 3. When you do this, it will definitely give the answer as, see, 1 into 3, 3, 5 3 is 15, 16. One second, guys. Chapra. Sorry, guys. One second. Okay. See, here we have the number 153. Okay. So we need to do that number to the number power. Like, see here we have three numbers, so we are cubing that number separately, like 1 to the cube of 3, 5 cube and 3 cube. Okay, so by doing all this, it will give a number as 153. So this is a Armstrong number, where one number cube, it will give the same number. Okay, for this we need to write the logic in our logic in the processing do Armstrong.jsp page. So for that, I am taking the scriptlet tags. Here, we're going to write our Java logic. First, we need to retrieve the number, what the number has been entered by the user, and we need to give the action where the data has to be sent to Armstrong. Okay, do Armstrong.jsp page. When you click on the submit, it will goes to the do Armstrong page, and here it will retrieve the data. Because it is a number, so we need to pass that number into num1, or else we can take it as n equals to integer dot parseInt, and I am retrieving that number by using request body request dot get parameter, and inside the double brackets, what is the name we have given here, num1, right? So here I am taking the number. Here we have retrieved the number, the number whichever the user has entered here. Here we need to do one thing. What is a Armstrong number set? Okay, we need to store that whatever the data he has entered in another, like original number. Okay, original, or we can store it as actual a equals to n. Okay, I'm storing these n value in the a. Okay, n value in the a, and I'm taking another integer value sum equals to 0. This is a logic for the Armstrong, so don't get confused. I will write that logic, just understand it. Okay, firstly we need to check whether he has entered the number which is not equals to 0. While n is not equals to 0, okay, if he entered number was not equals to 0, it will go to the while loop itself. Okay, here in the while loop, we need to divide that number into one part, like say integer reminder equals to n divided by 10, which gives a reminder of enter number. See, suppose if n equals to, suppose n equals to 1 2 3. Okay, if suppose n equals to 1 2 3, here by modulus, by using the modulus, it will do 1 2 3 modulus of 10. It will give the reminder. Okay, it will give the reminder of the 1 2 3 modulus of 10. So it will give the reminder for that. So what is a reminder? Yeah, and n equals to, again, n divided by 10, and I am here using the sum. Okay, why I'm using the sum? Previously it was 0 sum plus reminder into reminder and the reminder. Okay, see, this is a logic. We need to check whether it is an Armstrong number or not. Okay, see, first I'm taking the number and I'm taking the modulus of 10 and it will gives me 3. Okay, it will gives me 3. Here n means 1 2 3. Okay, divided by 10, it will gives me once. Well, okay, and here previously it was sum is 0 plus what is the reminder we have here? 3, right? Okay, 3 into 3 into 3. Okay, and it will be stored in and it will give the answer as 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. Okay, same it again it will repeat because the n didn't get equals to 0 because the n is equals to 12 here. Okay, again it will come here and here it will again 12 modulus of, okay, 12 modulus of 10 and it will give the remainder as 2 and same it will be comes to here where n equals to 12 divided by 10 and it will gives a remind quotient as 1. Okay, and here it will come where previously the sum value is 27, so first it will get here 27 sum and the reminder, what is the reminder here? 2, right? Okay, you'll get 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. Okay, so this like this the it will continues until and unless where the while loop gets false. Okay, when it gets false, when the n is equals to 0, it will comes out of the loop and it will check the condition. Here we use if, here we have saved our previous number, so we need to check whether the a a is equals to the final one will be in the sum, so it will check here with the sum in here, the sum, and it will redirect to the next page like by we have been use the forward tag, right? So here I am gonna use the forward tag and I'm sending that page to the home page, home.jsp, home page.jsp, and I'm ending this, or else it has to be sent, or else it has to be sent to the JSP include page. I am giving the Armstrong address. It is not an Armstrong number. Okay, so I think I will explain it again in the next class. Okay, just do whatever I said. I have said, right? Just create one project and write a program to check it's in the entered number is prime or not. So if the entered number is prime, it has to go to one page. It has to show. It has to show the entered number is prime, or else the entered number is not prime. Okay, just do it in your homework and just let me know if you face any issues or not. Okay, okay, someone has given here, right? Yeah, that's okay, guys. If you have any doubts, let me know. Or else, that's a good enough for today's class. You can drop off. You can wait, man.